I think the social media has changed it a lot. I think I would have dealt differently with social media. I feel confident I would have, but I don't know that for sure. But these guys are building their brand on social media, so I understand the divergence between the character and what they do on social media. But I think you still need a couple of super heels. I call them super heels. It's very similar to say the Governor in Walking Dead or the Battle of the Bastards in Game of Thrones. You got to have that one guy that you hate that has no redeeming qualities whatsoever. And I think social media hurts that. And I understand why they do it. They do it because they create a brand and they've got all kinds of things that they can do outside the business off of social media. But somewhere I think you need somebody that's just going to stay in character 24/7 and be a heel. And that's really hard to do. But that's always been hard to do. Roddy Piper once told me, he goes, "You and I are the last two heels alive, kid." Now, we weren't. That was kind of him to say that. We weren't. But it's tough. Even back then, guys didn't really. A lot of guys did not really want to be a heel. There were very few. I can pick on one hand the last 25 years of guys who really want to be a heel.
Yeah, and even then, when you were JBL in the ring, there was no merchandise. There was no. You were strictly heel. There was we need to despise and hate this guy. Today, I mean, you see Roman Reigns, top heel in the company. He's got one of the top shirts in the company. So it's definitely changed a lot, but it's great to hear your perspective on.
Yeah, and it's a different type of heel. There are different types of heels. There's what I call the super heel, just the guy with no redeeming qualities, which is what JBL was. And, you always have one of those in these episodic shows. But there's also the attraction heel. DX was the same. They sold a ton of merchandise, and they were technically heels, but they were attraction heels. They were kind of cool. So there is a spot for that. Obviously, Roman Reigns does terrific. He sells a ton of merchandise. He sells tickets. He's doing a fantastic job. He's an attraction heel to me. And I think there's a difference there. I would never let them sell merchandise. I would never let them sell anything. I don't want a kid in the front row that's wearing a JBL shirt and people see that and think, I've got a fan. I would, if I come out, people after a while, they were wearing the towels and the suits, and I would bash the living hell out of it when I got out there, just because I can't have a heel section. Because if I have a heel section, the kind of heel I was, I'm not being a very good heel. Other guys are different because they're different types of heels.